Sri Chandramohan Patwari, Honorable Minister, Industry, Commerce, Actis Policy Affairs Department, Government of Assam. Sri Sanjeev Sanyal, Member, Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council. Sri Jishnu Borua, Chief Secretary, Assam. Professor Noni Gopal Mohanto. Srimati Gitika Srivastava, Joint Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs. Sri Ranjit Borthakur, Chairman, FICCI Northeast Advisory Council. His Excellency Mr. Simon Wong, High Commissioner of Singapore. Srimati Queen Uja, Member Parliament, Guwahati. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great pleasure to be amongst you all in this conclave on Actis policy. I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the people of Assam to Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Government of India, Dr. S. Jaishankar and his ministry for considering Guwahati, the Pragjyotispur of ancient times, as the venue of the opening event of the Asian-Indian Friendship Year 2022. It is definitely a great honor for all of us, and we regard this as the apt opportunity to reach out to our brothers and sisters in our neighboring countries. I also welcome all the distinguished guests who have come all the way from different parts of India and Southeast Asian region to this blessed land of Goddess Ma Kamakhya and great spiritual reformer Srimanta Shankardeva. We are indeed delighted to have you all here amidst us, and we deem it a privilege to host this event and to extend you our warm hospitality. Since 2014, under the dynamic and visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, the Northeastern region has witnessed rapid transformation. Honorable Modi ji, whose aim is to act east and act fast for India's Northeast, gives new hope, energy, and force to our people to give a paradigm shift to the development in terms of connectivity, infrastructure, economy, and other sectors. I must mention that our Honorable Prime Minister has taken the central government to the doorstep of Northeast India with number of development projects. Modi ji termed the Northeast India as the new engine of India's growth. We share the strong vision of Honorable Prime Minister that the region is the sunrise area of Indian economy. The Northeast is not just a part of developing nation called India, it is in the middle of fastest emerging nation of Southeast Asia and has the potential to become the link for the emergence of trade and commerce with this nation. Our government therefore is working to position Assam as the gateway and the expressway of ASEAN and Southeast Asia. We are working hard to make Assam the industrial hub from which we can service not only this region, but also we can look beyond. We understand that to realize this goal, there is need to leverage the unique locational advantage of Assam and the rest of the Northeast. We have no less than 5,300 kilometers of international border with a host of countries like Myanmar, China, Bhutan, Nepal, and Bangladesh. The Northeast is truly India's gateway to Southeast Asia, and I believe the emerging connectivity with the ASEAN countries will play a defining role in enhancing our shared prosperity. You are aware that Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi launched the Actis policy in 2014 with a vision to promote economic cooperation, cultural ties, and developing a strategic relationship with the ASEAN through continuous engagement at bilateral, regional, and multilateral levels. Outlining the importance of this policy for mutual growth of India and the ASEAN, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, while addressing 14th ASEAN-India Summit held in Vientiane in Laos on 8 September 2016, has said, I quote, "Our engagement with ASEAN is not just about a solid base for shared civilizational heritage. It is also driven by our common strategic priorities of securing our societies and bringing peace, stability, and prosperity to the region. ASEAN is central to India's Act East policy, and our ties are a source of balance and harmony in the region." Unquote. I am happy to see that policy is translating this strategy into action on ground. Over the past 7 years, India's engagement with ASEAN countries has grown manifold. Trade relations have matured, investment have grown substantially, and connectivity between the Northeast and Southeast Asia is also fast becoming a reality. Another, I strongly believe that we can actually, considering the present situation of our country and this region, I think we can think a lot beyond of the present structure, because as has been outlined by many of the speakers before me, that there is a sea change in the socio-cultural political situation of the Northeast region. Since 2014, Assam has witnessed an era of peace and tranquility. We had some legacy problem, but now most of the things has been settled at our home, and Government of India has also reciprocated in big way. Recently, we have withdrawn our Disturbed Area Act from this state. From most of the area, I'll rather be specific that from the 65% of our landmass, we have withdrawn our Disturbed Area Act, not because we need to withdraw that, because peace has prevailed and many of the groups which were somehow earlier were dissatisfied now has come to the national mainstream. Connectivity has got a big boost. Mr. Sanyal has outlined some of the area. Government of India is concentrating to create huge connectivity between the Northeast and the mainland India and beyond. We have spoken about various projects like ASEAN Highway, Trilateral Highway, but within our region also, with mainland, the connectivity has improved significantly last 7 to 8 years. Railway network has been expanded to all the capitals of the Northeast region. Good and state-of-art highway has come up. Digital infrastructure has improved a lot. And apart from that, the mindset of people has changed tremendously. Now people want development, people want prosperity, and people want to contribute for the growth of the region, growth of the country, growth of the humanity. So I have, last 1 year, I have been assigned the responsibility of the state as Chief Minister, and I am in politics from 2001 in the context of Indian political scenario, and I have seen tremendous change since 2014, at least so far as this region is concerned. Today, just to put certain things, that when COVID pandemic has stricken all of us, our response was much better than many of the Indian states. We kept our mortality just at 0.8%. When entire country was actually crying for oxygen, Assam has taken a role upon itself. We supplied oxygen to all our northeastern states without depending on the mainland of the country. We never disturbed our country because that time they were fighting the pandemic with the mainland. We managed the scene on ourselves. We have transformed all our power utility to a profitable organization in last 1 year. We have received a whole lot of assistance from Government of India, not only through Government of India. We could negotiate many externally aided projects for the state of Assam, and in last year, I think in the entire country, our position has become third in attracting externally aided projects. So we have seen that kind of transformational change. Our economy, except 1 year in COVID, is growing 12 to 13% per year. And I think this year also we are targeting a decent growth of 14% in our economy, and we are working for that. Our agriculture sector has seen a renewed boost, and there are a lot of things has changed internally in Northeast region, and we can now see that people are actually ready for change. I welcome Excellency's proposal, High Commissioner of Singapore's proposal, specific 3 proposal, but what I want to emphasize that now actually Assam is in a position where we can dream a little bit more. I am just thinking, Singapore has tried to build Amaravati in Telangana, in Andhra Pradesh. Now, our government has a big plan of expanding Guwahati. We want to expand because our capital city we could not expand it for so many years because of the barrier in river of Brahmaputra. Today, with the help of New Development Bank, we are constructing 2 bridges. Of course, both the bridges has been designed by Singaporean firm only. So, and another third connecting bridge also is coming up at the behest of National Highway Authority. So now Guwahati will be connected to north of Guwahati with 3 bridges in next 3 to 4 years. So that kind of rapid transformation we can think of, we are in a position to dream very high because of the sincere support from the Government of India as well as our people's desire for faster economic growth internally. We have recently, we have negotiated a loan with Asian Development Bank to start a skill university. These are all subsequent to our visit to Singapore. We have seen that base schools on skill there. Then we come back with a dream and we work very hard to translate that dream into reality. And today Government of India was generous. They have allowed us to take a loan from ADB, and Assam will have a nice skill university soon. You all know that Assam effort on promoting our biodiversity, promoting our discharging our role in making the environment or in creating a solid base for sustainable development. We are working also very, very seriously on green power. We are now, our entire focus, we are no longer trying to produce power on the basis of coal, etc. We are shifting ourselves that we should be a state that in next 5 years, Assam's every megawatt of electricity should come from green sources. So that kind of things we have decided ourselves, and we are working towards that. So there are many changes even in Guwahati. If you just look at our city, our transport system is on fossil fuel. But we have taken a decision that in next 2 years we'll transform our entire public transport to electrical vehicles, and we will no longer depend on the fossil fuel. So that kind of dream we are now setting for ourselves, and I am very sure that with the help of central government, we will be able to achieve that entire our goal. Guwahati Airport will soon have a new terminal building with a capacity to handle 10 million passengers annually. So that kind of rapid changes is happening. My colleague Sri Patwariji has already flagged you about Udan scheme. I think basically what I am trying to emphasize, that now stage is set for a greater economic cooperation between the ASEAN countries and our northeastern state. Last 1 year, it was my privilege to receive many of the ambassadors and the officers and staff from the diplomatic staff of ASEAN countries. We'll keep on talking, we'll keep on discussing, and surely we'll try to create a base for a solid and sustainable cooperation. With this view, with this hope, I'd like to welcome all of you for this conclave and hope that your stay in Assam will be good and we'll keep on meeting during your stay.